Welcome back, Generals, to another Let's Fix Generals 0 Hour to make the best game ever. Okay, last session, what did we do? We did a bit of progress here with fixing compilation for 0 Hour tools. We made good progress. I think it was compiling for Visual Studio 6 and this one, but you probably need to make more improvements, a little bit more. In the meantime, though, I was writing here some text already before I started the video. Okay, so basically, what the situation here, Polyfides, he wants to add Swedish language to the multi-str file, which is great, but he wants to change the order of the languages in these blocks for no reason other than putting them into alphabetical order after the original languages. So these are the original languages: US English, DE German, FR, French, and so on, until Polish, PL. And these are the community-made languages. So Arabic, Russian, Swedish, Ukrainian. And they had a different order before. So the order right now is Russian, then Arabic, then Ukrainian, and then Swedish would come last. But he wants to change the alphabet. But the problem with this is we have a bunch of pending changes. And so if this order is changed, then all the pending changes will have massive merge conflicts with this one. So they would need also all to be adjusted for this new order, either manually or with a script. And the second reason is there are a bunch of scripts and comments that also assume this order that was already established. So that would be out of sync. That would need to be adjusted as well. So there's no reason to change it really. The original order of the original languages is also not alphabetical, right? The order is by which language was added, right? So the first language is English, because that's the language that Electronic Arts started with for this game. It's an American game, right? Then German would have been the second language. Makes sense because the German market is pretty big. Then French, also big market. Spanish, Italian, and so on, right? So added one language after another. And we do the same. We added Russian, Arabic, Ukrainian, and Swedish then, just by the natural order. So, and that's what I want to write here. So the order is EA order, and then the order we add a new language with changing. The order now results in all pending text changes become more complicated to merge because of merge conflicts after the reordering is done. All comments and scripts need their order adjusted to that new alphabetical order. Otherwise, their order would be out of sync. Which is not the end of the world, but unnecessary. There's no precedence that EA ordered by alphabet either. The order is simply by which language was added before the next one, and that is perfectly fine. I very strongly oppose changing this. Yeah, I don't see that I don't think that's a good change. I do appreciate that he wants to add Swedish. That's great, but changing the order, please don't do that. There's no reason, especially not together with the language addition. So the change should simply be that the Swedish language is added at the bottom of the list. That's it. No swapping lines, just adding Swedish at the bottom, done. Right? What was this reasoning? Reordering the languages to follow alphabetical order, starting with community-made Arabic and ending with Ukrainian, ensures a standardized logical structure that's easier to navigate, particularly when new languages are added. It avoids arbitrary ordering and makes the multi-str list more intuitive to manage, especially in future expansions. Was this written by AI? This approach improves consistency and readability, which is important for both contributors and automated systems. And this was written by an AI, no? By aligning with alphabetical order, we also reduce the risk of mistakes or confusion that could arise from maintaining a custom order. Not really, no, because once these strings are in place, you don't ever swap these. You don't swap them. You just search for your language and that's it. I understand that the default languages have a specific order and I respect that it's established as the default setup. However, for consistency's sake, aligning the non-default languages in an alphabetical sequence will help streamline future changes without disrupting the original structure. For me, that's not a good enough argument here. No. Someone else can chime in and I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it. I stand by this. I stand by this. Let me say I strongly oppose. It's concise enough. Let's read this once more, and I hope he's not upset with my statement here, but it's just really not a good enough reason. Because if you really wanted to sort it by alphabet, then you would also need to have to sort these guys. Yeah. So, no. If it was made from scratch, I agree. Alphabetical order, yeah, why not? But the way we do it was just adding the new language at the bottom of the list is perfectly fine. I think a more logical sorting actually than alphabet would be by like similarity of language, right? So like the Latin languages grouped together, then Asian languages grouped together, right? And then like the Cyrillic ones, so like Russian and Ukrainian close together. I think that ordering would make much more sense than alphabetical order of the keyword here at the front. So I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. No. Good. I will just add this comment here. I hope he is not upset with this, but yeah, that's my opinion on this. Yeah. Okay, let's get back to code. Yeah. So let's see what the current state here is regarding compilation. Oh, that's a wrong hard disk here. Code. Oh, we do have a compile error. Huh. Okay. Well, that's surprising. Flush. Aha. Okay, so flush is here. I was just thinking, yeah, flush. Okay, what do we do with flush? std flush. Okay, that's simple enough. Man, I thought I'd give myself here some nice techno music, but that's not good. Let's try this one here. Yeah, in the past there were some really banger mixes of ambient techno, but somehow they were deleted and I made the mistake of not downloading those. And nowadays there's a lot of trash. It's really unfortunate. There were really some amazing bangers, amazing mixes that you could just listen to while working. It was amazing. But these are gone. That was a couple of years ago. Yeah. It's too bad. It's too bad. Yeah. Yeah, basically any music that doesn't have vocals and it's just like ambient music works very well with what we do here because I need to talk and when I talk I can't listen to like vocals, right? So it has to be something without vocals. And techno is pretty decent for this, typically, if the mix is good. Yeah. Good, so template, let's do the same garbage here. std. I think we can remove the inline keyword. It's implicit with template, right? So keep it simple. Remove here this garbage. Flush stream. And then we just call here return std flush. Oof, this is also a trash mix. Man. Let's try this one here. This is an AI generated image, but it's a real place. Yeah. Yeah. It's in Italy. Dolomites. Trisime. Yeah. It's a magnificent place. If you're living in Europe, I highly recommend to go there. Trisima, and nearby there's also the Lago di Brais, I think. Lago di Brais, yeah, which is amazing mountain lake. Yeah, you should definitely check that out. If you like mountains and hiking and the night stars, then it's an amazing place. In like August, September, it's a good time there. Yeah. Okay, let's try this flush here. Okay, that has compiled. Let's open command prompt as well. Ah. Okay, so that's fine. We probably have a bunch more STD things in here, right? Let's see. How about we submit some more things? So we can submit this guy and this one. This guy, yeah. Let's take this guy as well here. This guy. Yeah, here we have some more STD thingies. Yeah. Here as well. In Matchbot. Oh, there's some more constness here. Okay, so these guys would be the 0 hour fix dependent name errors. Yeah, ZH fix dependent name errors for 0 hour tools. Yeah. Yeah, fix dependent name errors for 0 hour tools. Let's double check. Yep. Yep. Commit. Man, this mix is also trash. Okay, then let's add these constness changes here as well. This one. Okay. Const advanced fix up. Good. Const. Okay, next. So in Matchbot, there were still a bunch of STD thingies, right? Yeah, okay. So here. I'm surprised that this compiles in here. Is it not building Matchbot? Huh. Maybe it's not including this debug thingy? I'm not sure why it's not erroring on this one here. So if we search for this guy, Matchbot. Okay, so we will include this guy here. We will put this guy here, we put this one here. Remove this. Yeah. Good. std. mydebug.h. Why is it called mydebug? Who's my? Who's this? Could have just called it your debug as well. All right. Okay, so this should compile. Here we have more matcher. Matcher CPP. Matcher. It includes debug.h. Okay, let's yeah, let's simply revert all these guys. Is there any else? Okay, let's see if that compiles. It did. Let's see if that compiles. What did it say here? Warning, warning, okay. Okay, just a bunch of warnings, it's fine. Okay, that is completed. Curious why it also worked before. I'm curious, why did it not error before when we used the STD there? Someone understand that? So there's like O stream here, right? No? Endl. Yeah, so there's an Endl here, yeah? And this one is used in here. Okay, so if I put the std endl in here, yeah, and I build it, why would it not error in there? I don't understand that. Why is this not failing? Or is it failing? No. It works. Matchbot. Build target matchbot, yeah. Despite having std in there, why? Why does this work here? I don't understand that. Huh. That's really weird. IO stream. CRC. Is that using IO stream for anything? I think we can remove IO stream here. Let's also put it in here like this for now. Okay, so is there still an std endl anywhere? No. There, okay. Let's see if there's any std flush. How about a std cout? Yeah. How about an std cerr? Yeah, okay. Then let's check the std stream buff. Then let's check ostream. Okay, that looks good. Looks like there are no std things left. I don't know why Matchbot would have built with std in place, whereas others would have failed. Must be some weird thing, or maybe this macro is not compiled in. Maybe that's why. Yeah. It was inside a macro, so maybe a macro was just not visible. It could be. Okay. Now there's still a problem here with streamer. Let's look at the streamer. Streamer CPP. If we can find it. Yeah. Let's go with the launcher. Yeah, okay. So right now the streamer is quite a bit complicated. Can we simplify this guy? Set buff. Let's go to the destructor. It looks like here we would leak, right? Yeah. It looks like it would leak. Oh. Okay. How can we... Let's find the documentation. P set P buff. P set buff. Pup set buff. Yeah. Right, buff. Huh? What? Is this valid C++? I would have expected parentheses around buff. Huh? I've never seen this. Okay. Okay. I think the way to deal with this is simply in the streamer we put a char, we call it buff. Yeah. Then in the constructor we put output device null pointer buff null pointer let's do it in one line. And then here, then we simply say here if buff, then delete buff. I think that's better. Then we can remove this guy. And then this buff, we say here buff, buff. Buff, buff, buff. Manual deletion on buff, of buff. Then here we take buff, more buffs, yeah. Lots of buffs. Okay, that already looks better to me. Now we don't leak buffer anymore. Let's see, what else can we do? Set B. Let's ask our friend ChatGPT. What is the difference between pub set buff, probably it means public, and set buff? In their scope, usage and flexibility. Part of stream buff, called on stream buffers, used to set custom buffer or disable buffering, more flexible and allows direct interaction with stream internals. Can be used with that and that via RD buff. Yeah. And what is set buff? Part of C. Less flexible. That doesn't really answer my question. Works with stream buff. I guess it's fine. Yeah, maybe. Let's say we change it to set buff. It would also work. It's a virtual function. This one is not. Yeah, I don't know what's correct. Maybe they both equate to the same result in the end. Yeah. Oh, I just realized that this is not quite right. It has to be null or 0. Yeah. By the way, in our IO stream adapter, we already have it. Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. Okay, and then we have here streamer unbuffered. Can we do some simplification here? Let me ask ChatGPT. In vs6, what is the difference between std stream buff base and std stream buff p base? Yeah. There is no base function. Well, that's not true. There's a base function. Okay, then let's ask about STL port. Okay. Does not exist. There is no base function. Okay, well, maybe that's a STL port thing then. Let's ask again. In old STL ports, in old STL port, Streambar had a function called base, which was not standard but existed in some implementation. It's different from pbase, which is a standard function. Standard. Turns a pointer to the beginning of the output buffer, put area, used to track when writing starts in an output stream. A protected function. And this one, in some version, base was an extension that returned a pointer to the beginning of the entire buffer storage, which could include both input and output buffers. Do we still need that? Hold on, base. Streamer base, let's see. Where do we use it? Just here. I think since we have it as a member, we can just say buff. If buff is null, then we do this, yeah, and then we don't need this here anymore, right? It's gone now, yeah. So okay, that's good. Okay, we are making it a little bit simpler. What about this unbuffered thingy? It's used once, twice. Unbuffered. Let's ask, in old STL ports, there is a std stream buff unbuffered function. What does it do, and how can we substitute it with modern STL? Substitute. It somehow reads wrong. Substitute. Well, you will probably understand. It was non-standard function that returned whether the stream buffer was in unbuffered mode. It was used to check whether buffering was disabled for a stream buffer. But that's not quite right. It also accepts arguments, right? Maybe not. Returns true if the stream is unbuffered. Returns false if buffering is enabled. Yeah. How can we substitute? Does not provide. We can determine if a stream is unbuffered using... Okay, but this means we need to have knowledge. Well, we assume it's buffered then, right? Because we set a buffer. Unbuffered. Maybe maybe the equivalent of this check would be just to check if our buff is not null. Let's think. Maybe. Okay, so I wonder, unbuffered. Oof, unbuffered. Let me ask, is SCD stream buff buffered by default in STL ports and in modern STL? Is it implementation specific, or does the standard define it? Does not explicitly mandate whether stream buff should be buffered by default. In both STL port and modern C++ STL implementations, stream buff is typically buffered by default. Typically buffered. You can test it by trying to disable buffering and observing behavior. Okay. Well, that's not a good test. Why is there no way to test it then? How to enable disable buffering? Unbuffer. Okay, so the assumption is that it's always buffered, basically. It's never unbuffered. Yeah. Let me see. Buff equals null. Oh, it's easy to make mistakes here. So it initializes as buffer. And here we make the assumption that it's buffered by default. How can we call pubsetBuff to enable the internal buffer? Let's say, what was the name again? StreamBuff. With a valid buffer pointer. If you previously disabled buffering, this will restore internal buffering. But disables buffering entirely, and the internal buffer is not automatically restored. You must explicitly provide a buffer or let the stream manage it. Close and reopen the stream, which resets internal buffering. Okay, so we assume the stream buff is buffered by default. Yeah, we make this assumption. How about that? Yeah, let's make that assumption. And so unbuffered will be 0. Yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah. Maybe we can add a static assert here. I mean, it's a bit useless here, but it is a useless static assert, but just to confirm the expectation here. So don't change this value, then this will error here. StreamBuff is expected, is assumed, let's say, is assumed buffered by default. Is assumed to be buffered by default. Okay, this looks like it could work. Yeah. Let's see if that compiles. I mean, the code is a little bit unholy. I wonder if we should add this here also to... No, we shouldn't. I was wondering if we should add this here to the IO stream header, but probably not. No. Okay, and now we go to streamer.cpp, and we copy this guy to the other guys, right? This guy and this guy. Good, let's see how that looks. Streamer. Yeah, I hope it will be right. Let's see if that compiles. Yeah. Oh, that fails. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Buff is not a base or member. Oh, right. Right. Um, char, boof. Okay, that succeeded. Okay, that completes very well. Very well. Good. Then let's see. Do we see anything else? So this one needs revisiting, these two. But I guess we will get to that. How about we compile this guy here? How many are there of these guys? Let me see. Four. Four here. So this will be ZH prevent or yeah, prevent including this via afx win.h for 0-hour tools build. Prevent including this via for 0 tools build. Okay. So what do we have here? Let me search for this guy here. There's some crazy indentation. Somehow this is not found. For some reason. Ah. It's probably to be found in here. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's see. That looks normal now. Yep. That looks a bit more holy. Yeah. Okay, then let's take these guys here. So that is fixed. Yeah. Let's start from the top. Yeah. Yep. That looks good. That looks good. Okay. Yep. 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 Const WHRT. That's something else. Yeah. Okay. I see a very tiny error here. Huge error. Here, look. There was a space. Huh, it's still there. Right. Yeah, there you go. Fixed. Okay, so that is 0 hour. Here, type declaration scope issues. Yeah. ZH fix type declaration scope issues for 0 hour tools build. Okay, next. Next. Okay, how about we do the W string? Ah no, we already submitted it together with this constness, yeah. Then how about we do the streamer now? Yeah. So the streamer it requires a IOStream adapter. So we can probably add this one here as a single change. ZH disable max yeah, disable what is the name of this tool? Code libraries, no, tools here. So disable max SDK and max to W3D tool in non vs6 builds. This is for both 0 hour and gen. Yeah. Channels. Yeah. Okay. Okay, next step is fix missing value types. Type mismatch. I think we can take this guy. Let's not take it yet. Let's do. Let's do the type error thingies here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This is also a constants error. This is a type error here. This is also a constants error here. This is a type error. This is also constants error. This is a type error. This as well. Hold on. Is it though? At side. Well. Looks like a type error, yeah. Just these here, just these four. Yeah, let's go with it for now. ZH fixed type mismatch errors for 0-hour tools build. Okay, then let's fix more of the constants errors, which we have just noticed. Here, so this one is constants and this whole stuff here. And this here as well. Yeah. And this as well. This one. Is this also a constants error? I don't think so. Let me see. Could be though. C string. Oof. So it has an operator. Search for operator. Assignment. Should also have a cast operator. Where is it? Cast operator. Hello. Oh, I'm not seeing it. This one could be a cast operator. Right? Operator. Const char? No. Operator LPC? No. LPC str? I would have liked to see the operator, but I can't see it. Can we... I remember we have seen it once, but like how to find it now? I don't know. It's somewhere. It is somewhere. Yeah, I'm not sure if that classifies as constants error. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not sure. It may be. Maybe not. Okay. How do we find out? Wait, how do we find the cast operator? This one is not a cast operator, is it? This constructs another class out of this. I don't see it. There are all sorts of operators, but I don't see the C-string cast operator. Am I stupid? Where is it? It's not there. I don't know how it works. I don't know how we saw it the last time we checked, but this one certainly compiles. So I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how to classify it. We can't say it's constness. Maybe it's not. Maybe we just bundle it with the other function fixes like this one here. Yeah. I think that is fair. Okay, let's do this commit here. Then let's do this here. So got this guy. Let's start from the top. Okay, so here we access the data, yeah, and here we in the C string. Oh, this looks fine. Here as well. This is fine, yeah. This is fine as well. And this all is fine here. Mm. 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 Erase back, pop back. This should be fine, right? So here was erasing the last element. Yeah, so pop back should be fine. Yeah. Okay, so how do we call this change? Mm, fix fix incompatible function calls. I don't know. Fix 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 incompatible. Yeah, fix incompatible function calls. What is this frame number thingy? std string. Okay. Of std string c string what is this here? It's a vector, I think, right? Vector, yeah. Let's call it std vector. What is this here? Boundaries. Also a vector. Okay, I think that's it. Fix incompatible function calls of vector string string for 0-hour tools build. Okay. Sounds good. Next. Do we want to do the streamer? But that entails more. Let's do this one here. That one is simple. So that is this one. There was one more, I think. Yeah, this one here. Okay, so this one fixes ZH fix C++ keyword conflicts for keyword conflicts for 0-hour tools build. C++20. Okay, next. So we have this IOStream thingy. How about we do the hash map adapter first? Yeah. Let's search for all hash map adapters. No, it's not many. I expected more. Just 2? Okay. 3. Let's see. Okay, so it's this guy, expander. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, hash map adapter is this guy, yeah. Using STL port hash map, else that, okay. Yeah, so the hash map, let me ask, what is the difference between, the vs6 STL hash map, the vs6 std hash map, and the old STL port hash map? Provide a hashed associative container, namespace std, header, blah, implementation Microsoft specific, uses buckets with chaining, non-standard, later replaced by unordered map. Okay. So I guess then what we should do here in the hash map adapter, we should also add this here. Yeah. Let's open the hash map adapter and add this condition. There we go. And then we need to fix this guy here. Let's try. Now we already have it here. There, this guy. Last time we tried this did not quite compile. Let's see why. So we remove this stuff. I wonder if we should just call it hash map, utility hash map. But maybe that's a bit ambiguous. Yeah. Okay, let's see what the actual compile error will be. Okay. I see a lot of warnings. Did we already hit an error? Yep. Okay, so it's complaining that it cannot see this file. Why not? Did we not add it? Okay, so we probably need to add this guy here as well. GZ utility. Matchbot. Matchbot, CMake list, also that. Okay, fair enough. What about game engine? It already has this GZ utility, no? Let's see. GZ utility. It's already here in game engine. It's even in public. Huh. I'm not sure why that fails. Okay, what do we do? Why is this failing to compile? It's again one of these questions. Unexpected tokens. Huh? Oh, right. Defined. So this is hash map adapter, IOStream adapter. Pragma ones, it's all there. Maybe we also make this guy a little bit more spacious. There are differences. For example, std hash map reserve, no, resize. Is an equivalent to, is the equivalent. Let's call it str port. is the equivalent to std unordered map reserve. Okay, why can it not see this file? The hash map adapter. Did we type it wrong, or it does find it? Why does it not see it? John McDonald, can you tell us? Hash map adapter. Hash map adapter. I don't understand. This guy. You have it definitely added. It's here. GZ utility. And game engine. Ah. Okay, hold on. What is 2? Could it be that this this STL type depth thing is included by some library particle editor? Ah, particle editor. Okay, so the particle editor uses pre-RTS, but okay, hold on. Let's search for pre-RTS.h. Yeah. Let's see. No, it's only included in the game engine. And so if that game engine is linked in particle editor, which it is not, why not? So number 2 is particle editor. Particle editor, and then he's complaining here. Number 2 is complaining about that. How? Here. Button show color CPP. Let's open this guy. Button show color, particle editor. It's including base type. And base type is including pre-RTS maybe? Base type.h, and of course it's not finding it. There we go. It's not including pre-RTS. Okay, but then how is this guy? Why is this guy dying then? How? Particle editor. Aha, there's a std afx. Aha. Let's check that one out. Inside the particle editor. Particle editor. Oh, hold on. That's not quite right. Particle editor. There we go. We could have also just pressed Alt G on this guy. There we go. Okay, does this include pre-RTS? No, it does not. Then why is this failing? Huh? Ah, man. Oh, why is this failing? Let's open another one. Somehow, I'm very confused by this. Okay, so maybe it's some like this header. No. Okay, anyway, so I suspect if we add, let's go to the particle editor here. I don't know where it's coming from, but I guess if we just add here the GZ utility, then this probably works. I don't know why I put the semicolon there. Let's try that. Okay, let's see what's new here on GitHub. Crash when too many units are moving. At some point when too many units are moving, the game tries to allocate a Pathfinder cell info, but crashes because the info pool is empty and cannot crash with spamming angry mob. That was 3 weeks ago already. Okay, so this one was closed. Okay. I don't know why this is labeled as performance. If it crashes, then it just crashes. Yeah. What is this here? Oof. Clean up CMake. Yeah. I don't see a need to keep those comments. So if you just delete them, I think that's perfectly fine. Yeah, because we don't plan to re-add them, right? So. With the link tester work okay with the ellipse up there removed. Yeah, I mean, it looks good to me. If it works, then it's fine. If this causes a crash with a link tester, well, then that needs to be revisited. Yeah. It did fail compilation with one target though. What is the problem there? Let's see. Error. Huh? Error. Do we need to type here error? Man. Error. Wow, that search is slow. Holy shit. Okay, that's much faster. But doesn't work well. This one is super slow. My gosh. Error. It's a link error. Map cache builder. Yeah. Looks okay to me. If the looks okay to me if those when the linker error when the remaining linker errors are fixed. Well, it's still a draft change. Already approved. Okay, so this one has compiled now. That's great. Okay, cool. Then let's take the particle editor. So this one we need. Yeah. CMake list mangler. Okay, so we take this guy here as well. Okay, so includes a hash map that is compatible with vs6, STL, and modern C++ for the most part. Hash map adapter. We made a few more changes to it. Let's update that. Matchbot. Okay, this looks like a good change. Let's see if it also compiles here in Visual Studio 6. Okay. Let's see if we have any other interesting things to look at. I noticed that the hype is already flattening. The hype from 3 weeks ago is no longer. Things got more quiet. I'm still overwhelmed here by the massive amount of things to look at. But eventually we get through this. New shoes project. Oh boy. New shoes. Open generals. Hyper Hour plus Alpha. Hyper Marauder Mesh. What? Rebirth. Let's see, what do we have here? Dozers suddenly stop moving despite being ordered to move to a location. At times, even when I've ordered a worker dozer to move to a location, they sometimes suddenly stop. And when I have to order them, and then I have to order to move them again. Yeah, I think this happens when there's like this happens when there is a lot of stuff going on, right? There's a lot of stuff going on the map, right? Labels, bug. Is it a major bug? I will label it as minor for now. Yeah. Because in typical matches like 1 vs 1, 2 vs 2, even 3 vs 3, this is never a problem. I think it's only a problem like if you have these spam fests with 1 million units on the move. Yeah. Okay, so we have a fail here. Oh, what is the problem now? It's looking for unordered map again. Oh, didn't we have this problem in the previous session already? Hash map adapter. Oh, there we go. Let's try that again. Okay, let's see what else we can look at. Let's look at this one and this one and this one. Okay, this one is approved by Mauler. Yeah. Yeah, we should probably merge this together with the assembler fixes. Yeah. So we need the assembler fixes, ASCII string hasher fix, and then the corruption fixes, and then 0 hour should be running. Yeah. Then we replicate the same fixes to generals, and that should be running as well, maybe. And then we still need to do fixes for tools. Yeah, we should launch like World Builder, for example. Let's see if it works. Yeah. To get everything working correctly, probably still takes a bit of effort, yeah. Add a guard-like option for planes that will target nothing. I think this one has been plane guard mode. I think it has been here. Guard mode. Here. This one? Oh no, that's different. Ah yeah, no, but this relates to exactly that. Yeah, so basically you can take your aircraft and you just send it anywhere and we just idle there and just fly and it won't target anything. I do not like this change. There are situations where I do not want them to circle indefinitely. Currently I have the option to circle and auto return, so this is ideal for me. Let me just link here. There already there is a proposal that does work with retail game. There we go. Oh. Okay, Maula also approved this one. Okay, so what do we do next? We check if this compiled now. Oh, it's still compiling. Okay, that's fair. Good. What would be... Ah, we can match this, right. Okay, how do we call this? So we have the hash map adapter at 3 places. So we say ZH fix how do we call it? Exclude STL port. I think it was this one here, right? Exclude STL port. Yeah. Let's call this one add hash map adapter to let's say fix hash map errors for 0-hour tools build. Fix hash map errors. Okay, and then the next change, we can do the IO stream change. Oh, hold on. We also need to merge this one here. There we go. So the next one would be the IOStream adapter. Yeah. Okay, so we have sha.cpp. That one we will need to fix, but before we do that, let's do the other guys first. So this one. Yeah, let's take this on here as well in the streamer. This one, this, yeah. Launcher, yep. Mangler, Dictionary. This one is different. Streamer. Let's search for wdebug. wdebug.h. Here. Is that the correct file? Okay, so here it has this define stuff. And then matchbot. It has this as well. Okay, it looks exactly the same. But here it does not do that. Okay, should we make it maybe put closer together like that? Yeah. Yeah, who knows what this is needed for. Good. Let's take this guy. What is this? Yeah. Streamer. Yep. Yep. Okay, sha.cpp. This one has succeeded. Yeah. Okay. Then what was it? Already forgot. SHA. Yeah. sha.cpp. There we go. Okay, and then here we should also be able to add this guy and remove these guys, right? There we go. Good, then we can also take this guy here. Okay, and the rest we can probably label as like misc fixes, right? CRT debug. This one here we should probably remove. Curious what this was needed for. str ea. Huh. What is that file? EAM stream, str stream. So what is str ea? What is that? And why is it not needed? We comment it out and it's fine. Okay, let's remove it. Oh, well, let's search for it. How about that? What is the old C++ header for string streams? Deprecated C++ header for pre-standard template library. String-based streams using str stream class. Okay, then let's search for this if it finds this str stream thingy. Huh, yeah. There are hits in Mangler. Oh, it's compiled out. Okay, now then it looks like we don't need that. str stream. Yeah, okay. If it's not needed, just remove it, I guess. Good, so that has finished, yep. Then I just hope that this works. Yeah, should be fine, I guess. Good. Then we call this ZH fix IOStream errors for 0-hour tools build. Good. And then, so we still have this fstream thingy here. Maybe we should also create an adapter for this guy. So we have it here and here twice. Yeah, we could. We could put a fstream adapter here. Fstream adapter. This file includes the fstream that is compatible with v6 SDI parameters. Okay, so we do pragma once, and then just take this guy and we just include, and that's it. Maybe we put some spaces here. That's it. Okay. Then we do include utility fstream adapter. Yeah, and it's not found. Auto run. CMake. GZ utility. We do the same here. Include utility fstream adapter. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see if that builds. Can I take this guy? Auto run CPP. Auto run .cpp. We didn't delete that. Yeah. Okay, this one has succeeded. Great. Then let's call this ZH fix fstream include fix fstream include errors for 0 hour build tools build. Okay, and then we create one more, and here I would say we just combine all these 6 into one change. Oops. Yeah, let's remove this one. This looks good. Good. So we call this ZH fix header includes errors fix misc and header include errors for 0 hour tools build. Misc and header include errors. Yeah, I think that is fine. Commit. Okay, cool. Then let's double check that our fix-up is correct. Yep, this one. Yeah, this was. Yeah, this was. Yeah. And more. Yeah, the constness is always the most. Yeah. Okay, rebase, interactive, and auto squash. There we go. Then let's see if that compiles. No. Let's rebase it with this one. No, hold on. Let's get latest. Then we rebase. And hopefully without any conflicts. Yep. Fantastic. Good. So 0 hour. Good, then let's see if that still compiles. And then we should probably also build release once, just in case, yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm. Anything needs testing? I don't think so. Mm. Well, can you check if you can match make generals 1.8 with generals 1.09 executable in network lobby? Okay, F-stream adapter. Looks good to me. Okay, so it's building. Debug. But I think we can already push it. So we use our time efficiently. There we go. Show options, replace tracking reference, push, push. Then we open. Ah, look at that. Okay, so here's rebase. Okay. Well, then actually let's do this as well. So we merge this here now. Yeah. If it compiles. Maybe before we merge it, how about we test it? Compilation. Includes case. You already have it here. Yeah. Let's do a pull rebase. Then let's do a let's open CMake. Oh, by the way, I think we now just destroyed this one here, didn't we? This build. We just changed files. It still keeps going. Let's cancel this. Let's cancel this. Yeah, that was not smart. CMake. So we're looking for Gen ZH. And we remove the tools. We enable generals. Configure. Okay. Reloads. Let me ask at Arctic Dolphin. Do you have? Are you working on CI for vs2022? Okay, let's see if that builds. So building generals and 0 hour against this change. Yeah. If this passes, then I think I'm happy with it. Yeah, that has succeeded. That's nice. So it has built Z generals and G generals. Yeah. Okay, cool. Then let's see. So if these pass, then I think we can merge that. Should be fine. Tested against vs2022 debug compiles. Compiled successfully. Okay, so this one is one gigantic change, right? Yeah. 1500 files. Okay, all checks have passed. Then let's do a squash and merge. Fix file name case includes, yeah. Squash and merge. I don't know why the title doesn't match this title. Fix file name case includes. Confirm, squash, and merge. Squash and merge, yeah. All right. We are good. Good. Then this is done. Then we will grab it. Yeah. We can delete this guy. Force delete, yeah. Thank you. And then we do pull rebase. Okay, that's a massive change. Then we go to compile 0-hour tools and we rebase this, and I expect there will be a number of merge conflicts. Yeah, let's see. Rebase, let's go. There we go. Let's go. This one is all right. Yeah. Yeah, that one is okay. Here we have a conflict. I see. So this end if is oops. Oh boy. So we need to accept this one and then replace this one here, right? I think so. Resource, yeah. 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 Okay, continue rebase. Oh, just that. Huh. I expected more wrong. Yeah. Well. Okay, good. Then let's see if that compiles. Build. Let's do a rebuild solution. Hold on. Let's do cancel. How about that? Let's go to CMake. We are interested only here in the 0-hour stuff. Yeah. Okay, build. It's still busy. Let's wait a moment before we start building. Okay, let's go. Okay, we can already prepare the pull request though. Okay, so we create it by the same template we used here. Okay. Relates to this one. Yeah, depends on that. Is there any to do? I don't think so. This change makes 0 hour tools built with vs2022 and c++20. It still builds all targets with vs6 and is not expected to change behavior. Compiler and linker warnings are not addressed with this change. Then we take this green check mark here and we put it there. We put this one in parentheses. What is this here? Generals built on vs6. Yeah. Let's say generals 0 hour and tools and tools. The individual commits are separated. Let's say commits are split into small parts for ease of review. Let's say chunks, small chunks for ease of review. Okay, so labels is 0 hour tools, major build, okay, preview, match with rebase relates to that. So this is follow up for, what was the number? I think 426. Yeah. Follow up for that. This change makes 0 hour tools built with that. It builds all targets. It's not expected to change behavior. Yeah. Okay, so this one has passed. Good. Then let's also build this one and hope for the best. Good. Then I think we can push this again. Push. Yeah. Force push. Good. So everything is building now except the general's tools, but that should be easy to replicate once we are happy with the 0 hour tools. Yeah, changes. Okay, we still need a title as well. ZH make 0 hour tools compile. Okay, so we fixed the constants errors, dependent name errors, the D3, D9 conflicts. Type declaration scope issues. Yeah. Type mismatch errors. Incompatible function calls. Yeah. C++ keyword conflicts. Hash map errors, IO stream errors, F-stream errors, and header include errors. Yeah. Yeah. I hope that this works correctly, but I expect it does. Yeah. Let's hope for the best. Yeah. Should be okay. Yeah. I do wonder if we should add. I wonder if we should add some additional text to the IO stream fixes here, because let me see. Boy, this takes a long time. Oh, I didn't mean to click that actually. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God, didn't lose the progress. Still compiling. What's the time, by the way? Oof, almost 3 hours. Oof. Oof. Okay. Okay, let's see what else is new here. Oof. Are these pull requests or no issues? Okay. Okay. I think he could have just created. Yeah. I don't think it was necessary to create 8 new issue reports for this. I think he could have just added this information into the fix warnings. Into the fix warnings. Maybe it would have been sufficient to just add a post, maybe it would have been sufficient to just add a comment with check boxes to the other warnings, reports, or task reports, like so. which then looks like so. Instead of opening 8 more tasks. Well, let's see if he opened more in the meantime. Maybe that's not the end of the line. No, it's just 8. What was the other one? Here, fix compiler warnings. Whatever, let him have 8 additional tasks, I guess. Okay. Let him have tasks. Yeah, whatever. Let's not add a comment then, whatever. I think we need to sort out the permissions for Mauler so he can assign himself to things, I guess. Right now he has no permissions to do anything here. He cannot add labels or anything. Yeah, we need to get that sorted. Okay, so I think this change looks good. Yeah. How fast the compilation is still busy. Let's look a little bit more over it here. Yeah. Yeah, I would say this here is the most complicated change in this list. This will probably take a minute to look at. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's okay. So compilation is still ongoing. So we already pushed, yeah. Then let's wait until the compilation is done and then we open the review. Yeah. This is it's quite dangerous here, this function. hold on. Why is this needed, this function? That is really not safe here. Let's have a look at this one more time. It's this guy. Okay, so let's say we remove this guy. What errors will we get after this is done? While this is compiling, how about we look through a few more thingies. It's a lot of from DM Green. Let's go to the earliest pages. Things that we haven't looked at from the beginning because things were just too busy. Oof. Okay, let's see. Multi-screen support. What is that? I don't know. This is a feature request. I don't think that is important right now. Separate game logic from frame rates. Yeah. Then idea for cut content. Yeah, it's really not important right now. Map ini files loading is several bugs. Yeah. So this person did some investigation, a lot of investigation. Yeah. Yeah. New soundtrack generation, yeah. No rush feature. What is that? No rush. Disconnection menu, rarely when it pops up, usually players vote out the counting down person, but sometimes it doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah, this is not an executable maybe. It's also not a GUI issue. Can give it network. Yeah. Done. Unsafe iterator dereference. Here we always deref an end iterator when a function is called. I'm surprised this doesn't crash more often. Yeah, that doesn't look safe. Yeah. I don't know why this is labeled as performance. It shouldn't be performance. Performance is like performance degradation. Yeah. Okay, how far is the compilation? It's done. Okay. So let's check what happens. So we have this twice, I think. We have added this twice. Yeah. Yeah. So here we have it. Yeah, I'm really not a fan of like returning a writable string. That is really bad. So let's remove this guy and this guy. Let's see where we get the compilation error. Let's see. Maybe we can fix it another way. Let's see. Aha. It's just this one. No, there's more. Resolve IP. Okay, this one we can fix though. Server. This one we can probably make const. Right. Hello? Yeah. Okay, but what about this one? String length, value get, that should be fine. Aha, here it wants to write. Get. It wants to write in there. Eat spaces. Pff. What? Truncate. What the hell is this doing? Is graph. What is this function? I've never seen it. Okay. I really would like to take a break now. So how about we continue this effort in the next session? It has been 3 hours. I think that's long enough. Yeah. Okay. I would say have a great day or night. Until next time. Goodbye. We did get a good amount of things done. I think that's fine. Yeah. Bye-bye.